If you love that girl, it's just the one you want to marry. It's just the one who make your heart drop. It's just the one you really want. Well, if you love
I think that one was a long time coming. I started that very soon after I did the previous one, Baby Fat, and there's a 5-year gap. Mm-hmm. So we did demos, we even tried to do the album, to do a proper album, and it didn't turn out good at all. So that was over a pretty decent period of time. And then, obviously, at this stage and at my age, I always, when I'm working on a record, I always have, song fragments or unfinished songs or songs that just didn't make records for various reasons that maybe I need to rework. So some of the stuff can go back, decades. Mm-hmm. But so it's not like the one I'm doing now, I kind of, I had some stuff, that hadn't gone anywhere in the past that was kind of the basis for what I was doing, and then a couple new ones. But I would say it was only pretty recently that I sat down and said, okay, I'm gonna sit down every day and actively work on new songs for a new album. So the next one that comes out will be more of what you're talking about, of a kind of album where I sat down with a deliberate intention to write something. Whereas Some Freaks of Atavism was more a situation where I had so many songs, I was writing so much around the time of Baby Fat that I didn't, like the line between stuff that I had written and that I was writing after we decided to try to do something is pretty blurry. I couldn't really tell you. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, because it took so long, I was constantly writing new stuff, a lot of which obviously ended up on that record. And so there's actually a pretty significant amount of material there in terms of, not just the typical, a chorus here and a verse there or whatever that might have potential, but in terms of actually completed songs, there's a pretty significant amount of stuff out there. But it's always a matter of taking that, trying to figure out what's the cream of the crop, and then always putting it up there as potentially songs that might be on a record pending what happens with new songwriting. And it's a good motivator for me, because if I can look at a selection of songs and say, these are good, these are solid, these would make the basis for a good record, then I don't feel overwhelmed when I go into the writing process. But at the same time, I also feel challenged. Right. And I feel like I should do better than this. I should come up with an even stronger group of songs. So it's really good motivation for me. I like a challenge.
Gender is a social